We have now lifted restrictions on emote spam and on copy pasta, so you guys can literally shitpost in the chat. Isn't that brilliant? Isn't that just brilliant? Guys, top left side of the map, in the first semi-final of the day here in Olimoleague 81, it's our Red Terran player. Give it up for aLive. His opponent, bottom right-hand side, is the Blue Protoss player. It is Classic. Thank you very much, by the way. Retrosider cheered 100 in the chat during the break. Says, loving the streams, keep up the great work. Thank you very much. Do appreciate the cheer 100 and the kind words as well, especially. Thank you very much, dude. Have a great day and enjoy the rest of the stream. Thank you very much, do appreciate. And as we jump on into this first game of this best of 3 TVP, on the top side of the bracket, it is TVZ, as Dark and Bunny will be going up against each other. I do believe that second semi-final will be held for us, so that's all good. And we'll have this kind of nice TVP, TVZ into a finals matchup, best of 5, which could be a mirrored matchup, but only if both Terrans manage to prevail, which is possible. It's not impossible. And it's definitely something that could happen. We'll have to see. We do setting up into this again, guys. Thank you for joining us. Obviously, so sorry for all the issues we've been having yesterday and during the start of today's stream as well. In the end, it was just best to come back home just to cast from here. I'll probably bring my PC back home tonight so that we can actually get a good stream from here without any FPS drops or anything. And with proper audio as well would be a nice thing. Actually, one thing I've noticed is that, as Classic does set up with double gas and probably proxy Stargates on this cross-spawn location, one thing I've noticed is that with the new microphone audio setup, we might not actually have that much background noise even if we cast from home. So, anyways, we see the Stargate coming down from Classic, and it's probably time we do talk about this game with the way that things are starting to go. So, a Stargate comes on down, and with a Stargate coming up, we're going to be seeing... Well, I mean, the thing is from Classic, it's a bit of a 50-50 decision, right? Because it's going to work out brilliantly for him. He builds it close to the top left-hand side, and it is top left-hand side. It is still occasionally proxied for the bottom left as well, even though it's not brilliant. And it's okay for the top right too. It's mostly about being hidden, I guess, more so than anything else, when it's in these other locations. So, it is actually going to work out quite nice. It doesn't get seen. And it is indeed these cross spawns, which is just going to be... He's just going to be so happy about that, right? So, he's going to be very happy about that as this probe comes in towards the upper left-hand side. And we're going to be seeing the command center is on the way down on the natural expansion. So, setting this up, getting ready to go. You've seen the starport coming up as well. Coming up being about halfway done. A couple of Marines of Widowmine. You're going to drop the pylon as well to try and pressure with the mothership core, which is coming across the map, and Adept as well. And the first Oracle on the way up, so let's see how aLive is going to try and deal with this. A couple of Marines just going to start working their way through this pylon, and yeah, just going to look to see what's going on. So, I mean, a little bit of damage done. Will the mothership core get in here in time? Well, actually, the Oracle's here, and he's going to catch this Widowmine, which means aLive is not going to have any anti-air. That's kind of awkward, isn't it? 4 Marines out, but, well, this is not pretty at all. To be completely honest, he does put a lot of damage onto that CC on the low ground, which is probably not actually where he wants to put the damage out just yet. Next Oracle on the way, Cyclone about halfway done. I mean, this is going to be really, really bad. I mean, there's going to be an Adept in the base in a moment or so. There's Mothership Core. The Overcharge is picking off a couple of depots here. This is actually going to be really, really, really bad. Mothership Core still doing a lot. The Adept comes in as well to help out, and aLive. Well, I mean, he's going to have a second Oracle to deal with in just a few moments. The problem is with the Cyclone. The Cyclone doesn't even really kill an Oracle that quickly. Comes in now, he's going to pick off another SCV. I mean, he could just probably go for more SCVs if he wanted to. Continues to pick off workers, knowing that if he picks off workers, he's going to keep on doing a lot of damage as the Oracle. We'll now go on towards the mineral line. Actually, he's going to try and get rid of the Cyclone. He does take it down. It's a big pick off. Second Cyclone is about halfway done. The Viking continue to pick away at these Oracles as well. Mothership Core just still overhead. We're going to see this Viking continue to work his way through the Mothership Core of the Cyclone too. And he's going to try and recall home and does get away. A new Oracle coming in as well, but does get deflected. 18 workers killed. Behind this, an expansion is starting up from Classic. Isn't really very far along. It's literally just started now. And we're going to be seeing these couple of Oracles continue to move around to Phoenix as well. And the Nexus is continuing to come up on the natural expansion. Orbital will re-land on the natural now as well as aLive will want to try and get that landed, build some SCVs ASAP to start making up for the amount of workers he just lost here. Pylon's still around but will get killed off by this Cyclone in the next couple of moments. And still some Marines and a Viking just up in the main base. So again, a few units just moving around still in the main. We're going to see these couple of oracles coming forwards. We are going to see some of these marines getting picked off. Vikings as well continue to fight against this, couple of Phoenix trying to fight against this Viking or two. And it's going to be seeing the, well actually the Viking going down is a pretty big deal. Cyclone will push this away again, but if there's more Phoenix coming out, I mean they can just keep on coming in and picking off so many more of these units. Currently Cyclone chases the Phoenix, which means that there's nothing here to defend these SCVs, although the Adept walks a little bit too far. And we've seen these couple of Phoenix continue to do some more damage. And Classic will GG out, force the GG out aLive times. It's okay, whenever 420 isn't here, I'm pretty sure we'll have a completely fine situation. As what is this? 12 pylon? Doesn't build a probe until that is weird, right? 12 pylon, no probe? Oh, that's so strange. That is really strange. That is very, very strange indeed. I'm a little bit intrigued here, right? It is Classic. And he's going up against the bottom right-hand side, the Red Terran player. It is aLive. So this is interesting. Just the 12 pile. Maybe he did this last game, I didn't realize, and maybe it's just a way to be able to get up into that double gas early and to be aggressive from the early stages all over again. Let's see how this goes. We're going to have the probe coming down to the bottom right hand side. So Classic looking to see what's up and what's going on. Dual probe coming down to the bottom right hand side. Is he trying to fake this out, make it look like a normal scout while still proxying? Well, potentially. There's the shadow of the shark here lurking around on Abyssal Reef. We did find the shark once. You guys might not have realized that, but we have found the shark at one point in time. And as you see, this probe coming in to harass, see what's up, and again, it just looks like a normal scout here for Classic, which means that aLive just doesn't realize that this is going to be very aggressive in the next few moments. As you're going to see the CC will come down in a moment or two, and I'm going to pop this down and again just start to expand with this Reaper-based play and look to see what's going to go down. So Reaper-based expansion coming on down. You're going to see the Cybernetics core coming on as well from Classic, and we do have the Stargate starting on up as well. Thank you very much, by the way, Riamar, for the sub as well as the tier 3000. Get some more SHI hearts in the chat. Do appreciate the support, dude. Thank you very much for the sub as well. Thank you very much. Big cheer, then a sub. Thank you, thank you, thank you. As you see now, the Reaper moving on up towards the upper side of the map. Looking to see what's going down, and well, a couple more barracks starting to build on up in the main base of aLive, so it's just a Rax-based opener. It's an interesting one because when it comes down to Rax against an Oracle proxied, well, I mean, it does mean you get more Marines up early, which will help to turn that Oracle around. But there's also some negatives to it as well. It is an interesting one. It's a little bit intriguing here. As you do see that Mothership core from Classic starting to move out and move down towards the bottom right-hand side of the map. So, looking to see what's up, what's going to happen. I'm going to see this pylon just building next to the natural expansion. So, pylon building next to the natural, and we're going to be seeing the SCV. Well, it's trying to finish this CC, which will happen. A couple of SCVs actually going to pull down to help. There's 2 Marines out now as well. Adept's still shading forwards, and oh, I don't think he's going to be able to actually. Oh, he's just going to get it in time, right? This pylon coming down here just comes down in time. 3 Marines being made though, so again, aLive's opening is a little bit better against this as we see this Oracle coming through, and there we go. See a couple of Marines already getting picked off. A couple more Marines going down as well. So actually all these Marines going down, suddenly there isn't any anti-air left over, and yeah, there's 4 Marines building at a time. Is that going to be enough? Another Oracle on the way, and Adept at the front. Mothership core here picks off a Marine as well, and I think aLive is just dying to early aggression once again in this game. No SCV scout means he doesn't know it's one base, and that's obviously affecting him right now. I mean, by the time the next Oracle comes in, there's not going to be any Marines. If there's no Marines, that's all dead SCVs. If there's dead SCVs, there's no income. If there's no income, there's no game for aLive, and I think Classic is just going to proxy Stargate his way to victory in Game 1 and in Game 2. Across the map, the Reaper is doing some damage, and that Reaper is, well, we're just going to have to wait for the Adept to come out to basically push it away. So the only thing that aLive really has going for him right now, those Mothership cores still picking off Marines. I mean, another Oracle is about to finish, and that's going to be about it. Another Mule goes down, SCV's picked off as well. And that's 8 SCVs left for aLive against the 19 of Classic. 10 army supply. Yeah, I mean, what do you do? Another Oracle comes in full of energy. GG is typed out. Classic will make it a non-mirror matchup finals as he moves on through into the finals of Olimoleague 81. with a 2-0 victory over aLive. Quick and easy. I didn't actually have the score set in that game, guys. Sorry.